Several prominent players have been excluded from this summer's tournament due to injuries and suspensions, while some have simply been overlooked. Euro 2024 is fast approaching, with the opening game just over a week away. Some of the biggest names in world football are set to arrive in Germany in the coming days to compete for one of the sport's most prestigious prizes. However, several stars will not be participating in the tournament for various reasons. Some exceptional talents have been sidelined by injuries, with the dreaded ACL tear highlighting why it is the bane of modern footballers, while others will miss the Euros due to suspensions. Additionally, there are high-profile players who have not been selected by their national teams. Below, the 90-minute match reviews the 10 most notable absent players in this summer's European football celebration. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell. 1. David Alaba, Austria. One of 3 Real Madrid players to tear an ACL this season, but unlike teammates Thibaut Courtois and Eder Militao, Alaba never had any chance of returning before the end of the campaign. Indeed, the versatile Austrian defender suffered his injury in December, in the first half of a Liga clash with Villarreal, and won't be fit to play any part in his country's Euro 2024 campaign. 2. Thibaut Courtois, Belgium. Despite tearing the ACL in his left knee in pre-season, and then damaging the internal meniscus in his right on March 19, Thibaut Courtois returned to action for Real Madrid in their La Liga win over Cadiz on May 4. However, the goalkeeper will play no part in Euro 2024 because of a very public and very bitter bust-up with Belgium boss Domenico Tedesco. The pair fell out last summer, with Tedesco claiming that Courtois missed the Euro 2024 qualifier with Estonia because he was upset at not being given the captain's armband. The Belgian boss claimed ahead of the March international break, "I tried everything to take him to the European Championship this summer, but the last thing I heard was that he didn't feel ready to go." It was clear and honest on his part. Courtois responded by effectively calling Tedesco a liar on social media with 3 Pinocchio emojis, and has since stated that although he still wants to sort things out like 2 adults, he freely admits that something snapped inside him after the captaincy snub, and that remains enraged by the breach of trust. Given Courtois also accused the coach of leaking information to the press, there now appears little chance of a recall for the keeper as long as Tedesco remains at the helm. 3. Frenkie de Jong, Netherlands. There were no guarantees that Frenkie de Jong would feature at Euro 2024 even though Ronald Koeman included him in his Netherlands squad. The midfielder hadn't seen a single minute of action for Barcelona since the April 21 Clásico loss to Real Madrid because of a recurring ankle problem. Consequently, it came as no surprise to see de Jong withdraw just days before his nation's tournament opener. "I'm sad and disappointed that I won't make it to the European Championship," the 27-year-old wrote on Instagram. "We've been doing a lot of work on it during the past few weeks, but my ankle needs more time unfortunately." 4. Gavi, Spain. Barcelona reportedly blamed Spain coach Luis de la Fuente for the injury that Gavi suffered in a meaningless Euro 2024 qualifier against Georgia last November. The midfielder was one of just 2 players to retain their starting spot from the game against Cyprus that had sealed La Roja's spot in Germany 3 days previously, so the Blaugrana were furious when Gavi was forced off just 24 minutes into the match in Valladolid with a complete tear of the anterior cruciate ligament in his right knee and an associated injury to the lateral meniscus. De la Fuente dismissed allegations that the teenager was at risk of burnout as it was, insisting that he was fresh and fully fit to play. "This can happen in any situation," he argued. "It was an accident, a misfortune. He was perfect to play." Whatever the truth, the Spanish Football Federation has reportedly decided that Gavi won't be called up for international duty again until next year, even though he should be able to return to action in time for the start of the 2024-25 campaign. 5. Serge Gnabry, Germany. Serge Gnabry's place in the Germany squad for Euro 2024 was in doubt after a succession of setbacks, one of which kept him out of the March internationals. However, he was still hopeful of making the cut after returning in time for the business end of the season, only to suffer a hamstring injury just 27 minutes into the second leg of Bayern Munich's Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid. Gnabry was subsequently ruled out of action for an unspecified period of time, thus ending his Euros dream. 6. Jack Grealish, England. The mere fact that Jack Grealish's exclusion from the final England squad for Euro 2024 came as little surprise tells you everything you need to know about how poorly the once highly rated winger has performed over the past year. Despite playing for Manchester City, Grealish contributed just 3 goals and 3 assists in 36 appearances in all competitions, meaning the £100 million man had dropped well down the pecking order before the season's end. 7. Mats Hummels, Germany. The best defender in this season's Champions League, Mats Hummels produced a string of sensational performances during Borussia Dortmund's surprise run to the final, including 2 man-of-the-match winning displays against Paris Saint-Germain in the last 4. However, Germany boss Julian Nagelsmann has decided to leave Hummels at home because Antonio Rudiger and Jonathan Tah are his first-choice centre-back pairing, with the obvious insinuation being that the outspoken 35-year-old would not have found the role of understudy to his liking and could, therefore, have disrupted the dressing room. 8. Harry Maguire, England. Given Gareth Southgate's shortage of quality centre-backs, Harry Maguire would have definitely started for England at Euro 2024. However, after playing himself into something resembling decent form during the second half of the season, Maguire's campaign was cut short by a calf problem that ultimately put paid to his hopes of travelling to Germany. It's a bitter blow for the much-maligned defender, who will be 33 by the time the next World Cup rolls around. 9. Marcus Rashford, England. Despite being one of England's better forwards at the 2022 World Cup, Marcus Rashford has been left out of Southgate's preliminary squad for the Euros, with the Manchester United man paying the price for a poor season that yielded just 8 goals in 43 appearances in all competitions at club level. With Marcus, I just feel that other players in that area of the pitch had better seasons, Southgate explained. It's as simple as that. 10. Paul Pogba, France. Paul Pogba has been left heartbroken by his 4-year ban for testing positive for a banned substance last August, which is entirely understandable. The midfielder insists that he never knowingly took performance-enhancing drugs. Testosterone metabolites were found in his system, but should he fail to have the suspension overturned on appeal at the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, the midfielder will probably never play for Juventus or his country ever again. Pogba had been struggling with a succession of injury issues as it was unmissed the 2022 World Cup in Qatar after failing to recover in time from surgery. Consequently, there were already serious doubts over whether he would ever recapture the form that made him the most expensive player in football history in 2016 when he moved from Juve to Manchester United.